Imagine a man whose words have transcended borders, a man who has dedicated his life to understanding the human mind. Meet Jordan Peterson. Born in Canada, Peterson's intellectual journey has led him to become a revered clinical psychologist, professor, and author. His academic career, marked by distinction, has seen him teach at the esteemed Harvard University, and later at the University of Toronto. Peterson's research spans across personality psychology, social psychology, and the psychology of religious and ideological belief. His profound insights are encapsulated in his works, Maps of Meaning, The Architecture of Belief, and 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. These books have not only become bestsellers, but they have also become guidebooks to many in their quest for understanding and navigating life. Peterson's teachings, deeply rooted in psychology, philosophy, and his own life experiences, have influenced millions around the globe. Chapter 1. The Importance of Being Yourself. Peterson's wisdom often circles back to one core principle: authenticity. This is the essence of the advice given by the renowned psychologist, professor, and author, Jordan Peterson. A cornerstone of his philosophy, he emphasizes the significance of being genuine, of being real, of being true to oneself. It's not just about presenting an honest face to the world. It's about being honest with yourself. Peterson suggests that authenticity is a journey, a voyage into the depth of one's soul. It's about peeling back the layers of pretense, the facades we construct to fit into different molds society has prepared for us. It's about acknowledging our flaws, our desires, our dreams, and our fears. It's about embracing who we are, in all our complexity and contradiction. According to Peterson, when we are authentic, we allow ourselves to form genuine connections with others. These relationships, rooted in truth and understanding, are more meaningful, more fulfilling. They are not built on shaky foundations of deceit or pretense, but on the solid bedrock of authenticity. But authenticity isn't just about better relationships. Peterson argues that it's also about overall well-being. When we are true to ourselves, we feel a sense of peace, of contentment. We are not constantly at war with ourselves, trying to suppress our true nature or force ourselves into roles that don't fit. Peterson warns, however, that authenticity is not an easy path. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to face uncomfortable truths. It requires us to challenge our preconceived notions, to question our beliefs, to confront our fears. It's a journey filled with challenges and obstacles, but also with profound rewards. In the world of Peterson, authenticity is a key to happiness, a prerequisite for meaningful relationships, a cornerstone for personal and professional success. It's not just about self-discovery. It's about self-creation. It's about crafting a life that is true to who we are, to our values, our beliefs, our dreams. In Peterson's words, authenticity is not just about self-discovery, it's about self-creation. Chapter 2. Purpose, Responsibility, and Improvement. For Peterson, finding your purpose and embracing responsibility are the cornerstones of a meaningful life. This notion serves as a compass, guiding us towards the path of self-improvement and fulfillment. Peterson implores the younger generation to zero in on their life's purpose. He believes that every individual houses an innate calling, a unique contribution that only they can make to the world. It's not about simply choosing a career path, but rather identifying what truly resonates within one's core, and dedicating oneself to that pursuit. Taking responsibility is the other half of this equation. According to Peterson, it's about acknowledging our role in the world, and the impact our actions have on it. We're not merely passive observers, but active participants shaping the course of history. This isn't just about taking responsibility for our individual lives, but also for the collective human experience. We're all interconnected, and the ripples of our actions can have far-reaching effects. Peterson underscores the importance of initiating change at the grassroots level, our own lives. He suggests we start with small improvements to areas that are lacking. It's not about massive, overnight transformations, but gradual, consistent progress. Every small step in the right direction brings us closer to our ultimate purpose and a more meaningful existence. Moreover, Peterson emphasizes humility. He encourages us to acknowledge our privileges and to feel the weight of our guilt, not as a means to self-flagellation, but as a tool for self-improvement. Truth, he posits, is paramount. Without it, we risk spiraling into a state of despair and unhappiness. In Peterson's view, the journey towards a fulfilling life isn't a sprint but a marathon. It requires discipline, perseverance, and the courage to face our shortcomings and fears. And yet, the reward is immeasurable, the chance to lead a life of purpose, authenticity, and continual growth. According to Peterson, the journey to a meaningful life begins with the acceptance of responsibility and the pursuit of purpose. It's a journey that never truly ends, but one that can lead to profound happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 3. The Pursuit of Happiness. Happiness, for Peterson, is not a destination but an unexpected byproduct of a life well lived. In a world where we're often told to chase happiness, Peterson offers a different perspective. He suggests that happiness isn't an end goal or a box to be checked off on our to-do list. No, for Peterson, happiness is something much more profound and unexpected. The Canadian psychologist proposes that happiness is not simply a feel-good, elevator music experience. It's not about immediate gratification or temporary joy. It's about chasing something with depth and power. For him, happiness is the unexpected offspring of a purposeful pursuit. It's not the result of a quest for happiness itself, but the surprise outcome of a life lived authentically and purposefully. Peterson suggests that happiness comes when we pursue something larger than ourselves, something meaningful and worthwhile. It's about striving for goals that are ever-growing and everlasting. It's about not becoming too attached to those goals but understanding that they are part of a bigger journey. He warns against the dangers of living in luxury, and instead recommends pursuing a life of virtue and meaning. He believes that this pursuit, this striving for something bigger, is what ultimately leads to true happiness. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's about the pursuit, not the attainment. Peterson also discusses the importance of sustainability in both one's personal and business life. He emphasizes the significance of making wise decisions, even in difficult situations, and how this can lead to a deep sense of satisfaction and ultimately happiness. In his view, happiness is a serendipitous outcome of a meaningful pursuit. It's the unexpected joy that comes from living a life of purpose, of authenticity, of striving for something beyond ourselves. It's not something we chase, but something that finds us when we're immersed in the pursuit of a life well lived. Peterson believes that true happiness is a serendipitous outcome of a meaningful pursuit. Chapter 4. Become the person you want to be. Peterson's teachings empower individuals to transform their lives and become the person they've always aspired to be. Delving into the heart of Peterson's philosophy, we find a roadmap to self-improvement and personal growth. Peterson speaks with conviction about the possibilities of overcoming adversity and hardship. He showcases examples of individuals who have emerged from the shadows of suicidal or nihilistic states to find real success. These stories are not just about survival but about thriving, about discovering a sense of purpose that propels individuals forward, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Peterson also provides practical advice for those looking to improve their position in the professional world. He urges us to first have our resume or CV in order, and then to apply for jobs that align with our aspirations. He encourages thoughtful conversations with bosses about job situations and strategic thinking about how to enhance one's standing. This isn't just about climbing the corporate ladder, it's about aligning our work with our deepest values and aspirations. One of Peterson's most profound teachings revolves around the pursuit of meaningful, ever-growing and everlasting goals. He warns of the dangers of becoming too attached to material luxury, and instead underscores the value of a life filled with virtue and meaning. Striving for goals that have depth and longevity, according to Peterson, leads to a life of fulfillment and purpose. At the core of Peterson's philosophy is the belief that we have the power to shape our destiny. He advocates for the pursuit of authenticity and the courage to confront and overcome our limitations. He insists on the importance of taking responsibility for our actions and the situations we find ourselves in. In the grand scheme of things, Peterson's teachings are a call to action, a plea for us to wake up to our potential, to recognize our capacity for growth and change, and to take the reins of our lives into our own hands. Peterson's message is clear. You have the power to shape your destiny and become the person you want to be. Chapter 5. Conclusion. In a world saturated with superficiality, Peterson's teachings offer a refreshing perspective on life. We've journeyed through the importance of authenticity, the drive for purpose and responsibility, the pursuit of profound happiness, and the path to becoming the person you've always aspired to be. Peterson's wisdom emphasizes the necessity of truthfulness in our relationships, the courage to tackle micro-improvements in our lives, and the humility to acknowledge our privileges. He challenges the conventional notion of happiness, urging us to seek experiences of depth and power. His advice to become who you want to be begins with putting your life in order and strategizing your career growth. But remember, Peterson's teachings are not a one-time fix. They are a lifelong journey. A journey towards a life of virtue and meaning. Join our community to continue exploring the wisdom about successful people. Click on the next video to dive deeper into more knowledge about self-improvement and millionaire mindsets. We aim to provide insights that can enrich your life in multiple dimensions. Subscribe for more, and remember, learning is an ongoing journey, and every new insight brings you one step closer to a more fulfilling life. Keep exploring, keep learning.